Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Nikki and thanks so much for watching. So for today's video, we're going to be jumping into the Fenty Beauty concealers, the powders, the lip gloss, the brush. We're going to be doing it all up today. I'm so excited because I've been wanting to record this video for at least a week and a half to 2 weeks, but you guys know that I've been having some skin problems. I don't know what happened last month, but my skin flared up and literally it just started calming down like a week ago. I got a chemical pill. I went back to my dermatologist, got a whole new slew of medicine. Like, it's just been crazy over here. So I couldn't really get behind the camera comfortably and even like apply makeup to my skin because it was just too flared up. So now we are calm and things are getting back better. And I do plan to record an updated nighttime skincare routine so you guys can see everything that has helped me fight my acne, because when I say it got bad, like, honey, your girl was like about to go into a deep depression. Like, it was bad. Okay, so we're definitely going to talk about that sometime in the near future, but I want my skin to be in a place where I can really comfortably come on here without makeup and show you guys in stages, you know, how my skin was back in December and how it has progressed, because I am happy with the way that it's recovered so far. But that's not what this video is about today. This video is going to be reviewing, like I said, the concealers from Fenty Beauty. You know that she came out with 50 new concealers. I don't have to get all into that. I know you guys have seen 1,000 videos thus far, but of course you're waiting on mine. So I picked up the color 385 and 370. I'm super excited to try those today. Also got a chance to pick up a couple of the setting powders, or they call them the instant retouch setting powder. Yeah, it's like a light, airy thing. We're going to get into that later. I don't know. I picked up the color banana and hazelnut, and I also picked up the diamond milk lip gloss, which I'm super excited about. Love her lip glosses. And I also got the brush. And I'm just showing you what I got, but we're going to delve into all the details a little bit later. I also attempted to record this video last night. I wanted to change up the structure a little bit and do kind of like a walkthrough, like after I had already did my makeup, but that really didn't sit well because I didn't feel like it was organic. Like, I like to sit down, apply the makeup, show you guys the juxtaposition of everything so you guys can see like in real time and my real reaction, and I can be objective and not like kind of be skewed one way or the other, if that makes sense. So I wanted to sit down like I normally do and just get back to my roots. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to try something different because it just wasn't jiving. It just didn't seem right. So yeah, so with that being said, I'm trying to think of what else I'm missing. So today we're going to be testing out everything about this concealer. I've been hearing a lot of stuff, but you know what? Nobody's opinion is better than the others, but today you're going to be getting mine. We're going to be testing out the longevity, the sweatability, the blendability, the long wearability, the coverage ability. You know what I mean? Okay, Google, can I get synonyms for things that make your makeup last a little bit longer? And I also feel like, you know, I haven't seen a ton of videos that weren't sponsored by Fenty Beauty. Not saying that I can like skew your opinion one way or the other, but I mean, it can like skew your opinion one way or the other. So I want to be giving you like the real deal. Like, I don't have any allegiance. I love Rihanna, love Fenty Beauty, love what they're doing in the makeup community, but I'm going to be objective because I have my go-to products. Like, I will literally use the same products in every single video, and I have no shame in doing that. So I'm excited to see what the tea is on these products, but it's not going to be like any bias. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody that has like gotten PRs and our sponsor. Like, no shade. Like, the fact that I'm not is definitely going to leave the slate clean, and it's going to be a transparent, open video. So if you guys want a video that's not going to be sponsored, not going to be biased, then you came to the right place. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest because a lot of reviews that I saw were like, you know, FYI, this video is sponsored. So it's just like, I love you, girl. But before we jump into the video, you guys already know the drill. If you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and smash subscribe, hit like, and let's jump into the video. Okay guys, so I literally just woke up from taking a nap, so I know that I might look a little dull or just like not refreshed. So I'm going to go ahead and go on with my Urban Decay B6 Vitamin Infusion Complexion Primer Spray. Now, although I did take a nap, I had already did like my midday skincare routine, if you will. So I'm just going to apply this first just to liven me up, and then I'll actually go on with like a primer and everything else. Next, I'm going to be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color dark brown. I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows. So since I got highlights in my hair, I want to keep my brows a little bit more on the natural side. So instead of going in with the Brow by Benefit, I'm just going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow duo in dark brown. And this is a powder. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the fun part of the video, which is going to be the facial products. I am going to be wearing the majority of Fenty Beauty today, so it's going to be a real Fenty face beat down. So like I said earlier in the video, I did get a chance to play in the concealers, the powders, lip gloss, brush, and everything yesterday with the intention of recording a review for you guys. But I just did not like the structure of the video. It wasn't really organic. It wasn't really myself. I typically like to sit down like this, apply the makeup, talk through it with the intent of like trying to make the video shorter last night. I thought that would work, but honestly, it was like the biggest waste of my time. So today we're going to be comparing the Tarte Shape Tape on this side of the face with the Fenty Beauty Concealer. And the reason why I'm comparing it to Tarte Shape Tape is because it's like literally the czar of concealers in my opinion. It's my go-to. It's never fails me. I wear it for every special occasion, during the day, at nighttime, winter, summer, fall, spring, like whatever the season is, like it's my go-to. So it has not failed me. So I feel like it's the perfect opportunity to compare Fenty Beauty to Tarte Shape Tape so you guys can get my honest opinion and honest feedback and just really see how it actually compares when I apply it to my face. I'm done rambling. I feel like I want this video to be short and I'm already elongating it right now. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the video. I'm going to start out with the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Pro Filter Primer. I'm going to apply that all over my face. So I do plan on doing like an updated nighttime skincare routine. You guys know that I just did a morning skincare routine, but recently I've had like the worst breakouts. I don't know what happened in December. I think it was like the influx of food, bad food that I was eating, and my hormones and everything was just out of whack. So now my skin is kind of calming down. You guys can probably see I do still have like some spots, but nothing like it's been. Like you probably won't even see a video until February because I pre-recorded some videos. Like you'll see how bad my skin really was. But right now I feel like it is, you know, settling down. I've been using my antibiotics and topicals, and I have a good skincare regimen for nighttime. I mean like 25 steps that I want to show you guys, but I want to make sure that my skin is like in acceptable order. Like you can't be on here talking about good skincare routines and your skin don't be looking right. So I'll show you that in a little bit, but since my skin is a little bit blotchy now, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the color corrector. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills color correcting kit. This is actually a contour cream kit, but it comes with like this like tangerine shade right here. So I'm going to use that to color correct where all my spots are. And I have been documenting my skincare, or I've been documenting like the progress since I went to my dermatologist last, and taking my antibiotics consistently and using the complete skincare kit, you know, morning and night with some alterations, of course. So you guys will see like pictures and stuff when I do have that video loaded. So if you guys are interested in seeing like an updated skincare routine, let me know. Give this video a thumbs up. I'm going to go ahead and blend that out with the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge so that it's not too cakey. And even though the Fenty Beauty foundation is like medium to full coverage, last night when I wore this foundation, I did notice that some of my spots were peeking through. It didn't bother me too much. Before the purpose of the video, I want to make sure that I'm doing everything its due diligence and being fair. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and go on with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation. I'm in the color 390. And I'm just going to apply that all over my face. It is going to appear a little bit on the orangey side at first, but it does dry down to literally the best finish ever. I probably could go a shade lighter, maybe to 385. Now it's the winter time. I might try it, but I just love this color. So as you can see, that really like took away all those spots that was on my face. And part of that is probably the color corrector, but I just know last night I didn't like the way the finish of the makeup looked because you could see some brown spots poking through. But now I feel like we're even Steven. So now we're gonna start the fun part of the video. So for the Fenty Beauty concealers, I picked up the colors 385 and 370 because I knew that I was going to be comparing it with the Tarte Shape Tape, and I wanted them to be like as similar as possible, especially if I'm going to be going out in public. I don't want to be looking like super crazy. So I feel like these four shades are pretty comparable, meaning the 370 and the Tarte Deep Tan Sand kind of look alike, and then the or this one is tan sand, sorry, not deep. And then deep and 385 kind of look alike. Don't let the fiberglass fool you. It kind of makes it appear a little bit lighter than what it is, but it really does match my skin tone. And the reason why I didn't get 380 as opposed to 385 is because 380 was a little bit more on the redder side, like on the cooler side of the spectrum, and I'm more warmer to like neutral. Like I can get away with neutral, but I can't get away with red. Like it just is a big mess. So we're going to be comparing these today. So on the left side of my face, I want to use all the products that I normally would on a regular day of applying makeup. So I'm comparing like apples and oranges, but it's going to give you a visual of what the tea is, because if it doesn't hold up, if I'm looking oily, cracked, and everything else, you know that that's not how your girl normally looks. Like I look put together, even, blended, and beat down. Okay, so that's what the tea is going to be today. So I'm going to go ahead and speed through this application because you guys already know what the tea is. I'm going to apply deep first and tan on top of that. It's going to be hard. I don't think I've ever done anything like this where I'm like applying half of my face. So just FYI, like I never get smile lines when I apply my Tarte Shape Tape, so that's something to be looking out for later on. And I never get any creasing under my eye after I set it, and everything just really looks flawless. Okay, so now I'm going to be going in with the Fenty Beauty concealers. As you can see, I'm pretty sure you've seen it like all over. Comes in this pretty fiberglass packaging. She came out with 50 different shades of concealers. Today I'm going to be using 2 of them, and she also came out with 10 extra foundation shades as well to kind of like fill in for some of those people who felt like their undertones were missed. So for me, I'm going to be using 385 first, and I'm going to be applying that underneath my eye in the same fashion that I did this side. And the applicator is really nice. It's the doe foot applicator, flat on both sides, so that makes it really easy to be precise. So I already can tell that this side is creamy and definitely hydrating. Doesn't appear to be as matte as the Tarte Shape Tape. And that is something that I noticed last night as well, which I was okay with. But I'm just like super excited that these colors are literally almost the same. Like you have no idea. No idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out. And as you can see, it's blending out pretty nicely. Hopefully you guys can tell that this one is a lot more creamy and dewy. It's definitely not matte. I want to kind of blend these in to make sure that they're seamless and not looking crazy. If my forehead looks extra glossy, it's because I got a chemical peel like a week ago, so I'm probably like super just glossy and like just bare, you know what I mean? Like my skin is not raw, but it's just definitely the layers are coming off. So as you guys can see, the Fenty side did blend out really nicely. Hopefully you guys can tell, like right now this side is looking a little bit brighter than this side. So I'm probably going to go ahead and add a little bit more tan sand so that I can be even and not looking cray. But you guys can visibly see that this side is matte and this side is definitely like more luminescent. It's hydrating. I have a lot of dewiness right here, so I definitely need to bake and set that a lot because I'm oily already. I don't need any extra contributors like helping me be more oily because it's not even cute. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more tan sand just so that I can even out my under eyes. Ooh, that's probably like way too much. So now my eyes are more even underneath. So I just want you guys to take a look so that you can see what's going on. I'm going to zoom you guys in. So I just want to zoom you guys in so you can see what's going on here. So right now I don't see any creasage, but I definitely can tell that like some lines are going to be formed if I don't set that immediately. You guys can see that it's dewy right here. It's definitely illuminating, hydrating. If you have dry skin, you'll be in heaven. This side is definitely more matte, but the coverage on each side definitely is comparable. I think I did really good with the colors, like they pretty much match spot on. But this one is definitely more matte. This one is definitely more dewy. Right now, of course, I prefer the Shape Tape because I like a matte look and I just don't need any more like illuminizing things on my face. I'm going to go ahead and set each side. On this side, I'm going to be going in with my Ben 9 per usual. I'm going to be taking it right here. Pat a little bit on the back of my hand. I got that from Jackiana to get like more of an even application. I want to make sure there aren't any creases. So now I'm going to be going in with the FENTY Pro Filter. I want to know like exactly what it's called because we always want to say like baking powder, but I don't know if it's called baking powder. It's called Light as Air Setting Photo Soft Finish for All. So we're going to try it. So I'm going to go in with I think I want to mix both of these honestly because last night I feel like this one was reminding me of the KKW Beauty, which is super brightening but definitely light and airy, so it kind of gives you like that illuminating glow under your eye and not the matte look that I pretty much prefer. So knowing that, I'm going to mix banana with hazelnut because hazelnut is more of my skin tone and I just feel like it's going to work better, and I really want to set this makeup tutorial up for success. You know what I mean? Like, it's only fair. So as you can see, hazelnut is a little bit more of my skin tone and banana is a pretty banana color that us girls of melanin always love. Let's just be clear. But I'm just a little bit on the scared side because last night it was a little bit bright and I had to go in and do a lot of fixing. So I am creasing a little bit more. I want you guys to see this just so you guys can know I gotta be objective here. Look right here. Which I know it would because it was super, you know, oily or like super, I don't know, creamy. So just want to make sure that you're blending that out. So now I'm going to go on with the Fenty Beauty Light Air Setting Powder and just apply that underneath my eye. Yeah, that color already looks better compared to last night. I was going to take hazelnut back honestly because we'll talk about it later. This one has more of a smell to it than it did last night. Hope I didn't apply too much because it feels really thick right now. Really, really thick. So, okay, so I'm going to let this bake as I normally would. I'm going to go ahead and just speed through my eyeshadow. I think I added too much. Like, this is stressing me out because if I have to wipe all this off, it's going to be a problem. I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Galaxy collection and just adding a little bit of sparkle. And I'm taking photos tonight. I hope they don't come out like crazy. It's probably not a good idea. Yeah, I don't know if it's this brush or if it's the powder, but I do feel like since this is the second time I'm wearing it, I used a few different techniques. I feel like it moves the foundation around, and I don't like that. Like, remember, you couldn't see any of my spots over here. Now they're kind of coming back. And normally when I set my skin, I don't have to worry about that. So that's a little bit concerning with hazelnuts. I've used it twice. I know Sephora is really easygoing when it comes to returns, but I don't know, y'all. The powder is kind of like throwing me for a loop just a little bit. Just a little bit. And it might be the brush. I don't know. I'm going to try the brush like outside of this makeup tutorial and see like what I think. Now I'm just taking a regular clean brush. I just want to go in and kind of press everything into my skin because I just want it to be seamless. And this is bothering me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to like not put midnight on this side because I can't have smile lines already. Like right now it's 6:27. It's 6:27 right now, and we haven't even like left yet. So that's a little bit stressful. So maybe it's just like dry spots coming back in. Who knows? I think I need to put some more foundation. I gotta put more foundation because my spots are showing, and that's not even cute. It's definitely the powder, y'all. I'm going back. I'm sorry. I have to go on with my Cover FX on this side. And you can see, like, it's not even moving around now that I applied it. Like, it's not even moving around. It's definitely not the brush. It's definitely the powder. I think hazelnut is going back. I threw the box away because I was, like, for sure I was going to make it work. But hazelnut is a little bit too... It's a little bit too something. It's not working for me. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face. We're going to speed through it, but I'm going to keep it on camera because when I watch those type of videos, I'll be like, I really like the way it looks. Like, I don't want you to just cancel out everything and focus on the review. So I'm going to speed through it, and then I'll be right back. I'm going to be going into, I'm not wearing this tonight, so I'm really like in a dichotomy on what kind of lip I want to do, because this eye situation is very neutral. Like, you can wear it with anything, but with the lips, it's like, oh girl, you don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to just go safe and go with like a brown lip liner. This is by NYX in the color Auburn, which is weird. No, this, I guess it is Auburn. It looks more of like a mocha, or, you know, to me, caramel frappuccino. So yesterday I applied this lip gloss with the Stunna Lip Paint, and let's just say it just didn't work out too well. By the end of the night, my lipstick was like gone. Because I mixed the matte with the gloss and it just wasn't popping. My lipstick was not popping. So now I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Diamond Milk. I really love this. I have the first lip gloss that she came out with. I need to get the second because I know she only came out with like 3 that look like this. So I really want to get Diamond Milk because it's so pretty. Like, and it's just clear with a few silver specks. You can see that I did use it last night on top of the Stunna Lip Paint. So I'm going to go on with the opposite side of the tip for the sake of preserving my brown lip liner. And as you can see, it's just like a pretty clear gloss with kind of like some silver specks in it. This is definitely universal. It reminds me of like the back in the day, probably not back in the day. I don't get lip gloss from Victoria's Secret anymore, but like their lip gloss used to be like the jam. I used to always go in there and get like all their stuff. But this is the kind of tea that it's giving me, like Victoria's Secret. But yeah, definitely love this one. Add a little bit of highlighter to my Cupid's bow. And then we'll wrap up this video. Let's talk. So I went ahead and finished my hair and did a final little couple of last minute touches on my makeup. So overall, I think that the makeup look looks really good. I feel like I struggled a little bit more with the Fenty Beauty side, not gonna lie, just because I had never used the powders before. The formula is a little bit weird. I don't even know if it's like the formula or like the undertones of the powders. I feel like the powder is a little bit too full coverage for me. Like I want something a little bit more translucent, lightweight, and just like neutral undertone. Maybe the hazelnut just was too yellow or warm for me. I might try to give like another one a chance. I've already tried 3 of them. Bananas, I'm going to keep that one for under the eye because I feel like I can mix it and make it work. But I also I think I had mocha, maybe. It was like the second to the darkest. I can't remember the name of it, but I tried that one and it was like way too red. So I was like, oh my God, hazelnut will definitely work. So I might give honey a try, but I need something that's like super translucent, not anything with color. So overall, I mean, I think that it looks good. The concealers were definitely on the creamy side, but after I set it, it looks, you know, just like this side. It doesn't look like dewy or too illuminated or anything like that. I am going to put it to the test tonight. We're going to go out to a mixer. Like I said, it's colder tonight, so I'm going to see how everything sustains. I did set with the Urban Decay D Slick, and that's pretty much all I did. So I love the gloss, love the brush. It's super, that's the wrong brush. The brush is super lightweight and it's like a dome pack brush. It's not dense by any means, so I think it is perfect to use to apply like those translucent powders. But the Fenty powder that I tried, I just feel like it made my makeup dissipate. But when I went back over with Cover FX, that didn't happen. So I feel like I can only attribute it to one thing. So call it what you want, but that's just my opinion. You guys might eat me up in the comments and say that I used the wrong color. I don't know, but I'm going to try maybe one more, but hazelnut is definitely going back. So, yeah. With that being said, I mean, I love the foundation, love the primer. You guys know I use it in all my videos. I probably am going to pick up 385 just to see like if it's a little more neutral than the 390 because that one is super warm tone, and I love the way it dries down. Don't get me wrong, like I get so many compliments on it. Every time I wear Fenty Beauty makeup, like I get a lot of compliments, so I love it. I just want to try something different. I'm just trying to be antsy. I might swap out the powder for a foundation actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So after this clip, I'm going to insert, like I said, I'm going to insert a clip from last night where I wore the makeup for about 5 hours so you guys can see how it held up, if it didn't, like what my qualms were, if I liked it. And then I'll come back tonight with another clip from this actual video to show you guys how it held up each side in direct comparison, because last night, like I said, I used Fenty Beauty everywhere except underneath this eye. But today I used the Ben Nye. This is like Nicrenoonbeauty's normal makeup routine versus Fenty Beauty. Okay, so okay guys, at this point I've literally been wearing this makeup for about 5 to 6 hours. I originally recorded the video at about 8 o'clock and now it is 1:24 a.m. and if I'm looking extra glossy, extra dewy, it's because I literally did not like blot all night. I didn't even like brush a powder brush over. I didn't do anything. Normally, like when I go out, I take just like a regular powder brush, like similar to this one, and I'll just kind of wipe away the oil as it like becomes more moisturized. But tonight I wanted to review this foundation and concealer and setting powder and everything together and let you guys see what it actually does throughout the night and how it actually holds up or does not hold up. To me, I feel like I am a little bit on the oily side. Like here I'm super oily, like my forehead looks straight crazy. Hey guys, okay, welcome back. So I'm back in, come here, come here. I'm back, Spritzer, come here. Oh, look who came to join us. He wanted to tell you guys what he thought about the Fenty Beauty powders. He missed us. What do you think about the Fenty Beauty powders, baby? Do you think they are good to go, or do you think I need to take them back to the store? Which one? Are they a no-go or are they for show? What do you think? What do you think? Spritzer, tell our friends. Say hi, friends. Say hi, friends. Okay. So, guys, I just want to come back in. We literally just got back in. It is 1:31, as you guys can see. Earlier when I did my makeup, the time was about 6:30 or 7. And so now we're a good 5 to 6 hours in, and the jury has voted. It's an unanimous decision. We know what we're going to be doing, and honey, I don't think I want to be keeping the powders. Like, I just don't think I am. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in so you can get like the full on view of what I think. But just, you know, looking at it now, I can tell a distinct difference between the two sides. Just to recap, you guys know that I did Tarte Shape Tape Ben Nye on the left side of my face, your right. And then I did Fenty Beauty on my right side, your left. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in right now. So as you guys can see, there's like clearly a lot of glossiness going on right here. We're super oily, super glossy, super dewy. Like I said, it was about 30 degrees outside. Ken and I were just outside taking pictures, and it was freezing. And normally I do not get oily like in the really cold weather, but it's super oily here. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of come in close so you guys can see this. This is not cute. It's like literally smile lines, and I'm not even for it. As you guys can see on this side, a little bit less dewy, like clearly a lot less dewy than I am here. You guys see this? I have pores that I typically don't have when I wear makeup. Over here, the pores really aren't visible. You know, and some of the glow, like when I added my highlighter, some of that may make the pores a little bit more prominent, but honestly, I just think I'm like super oily right here. And I'm not like glowing from within. It's just like wet on top of my face. Don't like that. As far as the forehead, honestly, I can't really tell a difference. I just know that my makeup moved around a little bit right here, and my makeup typically doesn't move around when I apply my normal setting powders like the Ben Nye and the Cover FX, but today it happened. You guys know that I went in and cheated a little bit with the Cover FX, and we're still matte. We're still good to go. I can't get over this right here. Like, that is just super annoying. And I was laughing a lot tonight. This side is not as bad. Like, I can still see a little bit of demarcation there, but not as bad. This is very, like, severe. Like, I can't even deal. Like, honestly, I can't deal. Honestly, my final thoughts are that unfortunately I am going to be taking the powders back. I'm going to be taking back the banana and the hazelnut just because I feel like if I don't love it after my first or second application, then I'm not going to love it after the third or the fourth. And it's not going to be something that I gravitate towards and use, you know, 2 to 3 times out of the week. With the Cover FX, I use this almost every other makeup tutorial. If I'm not using that, I'm going in with the Maybelline loose setting powder in deep. As you can see, it's like literally like it's almost gone, you know what I mean? So I use this one more than the Cover FX just because it's more expensive, but these are, you know, makeup products that I gravitate towards all the time. I don't have any doubt about it. You guys know that I reviewed the KKW Beauty brightening powder and the setting powder, and you don't really see me incorporating those into my videos often because it's not a staple and it's not something that I just love. So I feel like, you know, I don't think that I wasted my money on this because I can use it, you know, here and there to kind of brighten up the under eye, but it's not something that I just love, you know what I mean? So like I ordered it online, so it's a lot more hassle to like send it back, do all that jazz with the mailing label. But with the Fenty Beauty powders, they came from Sephora, they're very lenient about returns and exchanges, so I'm definitely taking that back. Probably going to get a couple other things that I want, or just save my little $70 something because I feel like if I'm spending, you know, 35 bucks on a powder, it's something that is going to be like a non-negotiable, like a staple product that I use. And I can't really say today that I feel like it's going to be a staple product, especially after just seeing like the dewiness that just came through. Like all of my oil came through on this side. You know what I mean? Like, I'm presentable. On this side, it's like, girl, you need to go back to the bathroom, put some powder on, and just, like, rethink the situation. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And, again, sorry about any difficulties. I know I incorporated some videos before this, or, like, clips before this from last night, so you guys can see how it held up or did not hold up. during a night of humidity. So just let me know in the comments down below if you guys like to see the type of reviews where I check in and do like the wear test so you guys can see how the makeup sustains throughout the night. And yeah, so I think that about wraps it up. I feel like this video was very complex and dynamic and a little more difficult than I anticipated, but I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope you guys appreciated my constructive, objective feedback, because I really was, and I still am rooting for Fenty Beauty. Like, I love a lot of their products, but I really was excited about the concealer and the powders because I'm like a sucker for those products. Like, I feel like a concealer and a good powder, like literally you can just make it stretch and make it work with any type of makeup routine. I do love the concealers. I'm really happy with this purchase, and I am going to be using that more and more. Underneath my eye isn't a problem. It's just like this oil. So I know that the oil can only be attributed to the powder or, you know, something else. It has nothing to do with the concealer, honestly. So I am excited about that, and I'm definitely going to be keeping those, but the powders are going back. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video, and give me a thumbs up if you did. Leave me comments down below and let me know what you think of the products, if you tried them, if you feel like, you know, you disagree. If you agree, I'm very interested to know what your thoughts are. And until my next video, I'll see you guys very soon. Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you, next, thank you, next.